Hi there, it's me, Brad Fish, and I've come to bring you an exciting new episode of Dangerous Things You Can Least Expect. That alright, and the dangerous thing you can have least expect, what I am going to look at in today's show, is the idea of diversity. Because everybody are talking about diversity these days, diversity this, diversity that, and every time I do not understand what like a long and complicated word means, I like to break it up into the words that make up that word. And so the word diversity can be broken up into the two words, divers and city. So for us to understand diversity, we need to understand what do it mean for divers and what does city mean. Now, if you think of a diver, everybody know what a diver means. A diver is somebody that jump in. You can't be a diver in your full-on scuba gear with your goggles and your wetsuit and all that thing and stand on the edge of the pool or the edge of the beach or on the boat and not dive in. Because that's, it's in the word, divers, okay? So a diver is somebody that gets wet. They get their whole body into it. And then the second word are city. Now, if I put it together, diver, city, like what kind of city would a diver go to? Firstly, when you think of city, you think of a place where things are happening. It's not a village or a town or whatever. It are a city. There are life, there are excitement, there are music and lights and things are happening. But what kind of city would a diver go to? You don't go to Cape Town City wearing scuba gear. That would just be crazy. So we're thinking of an underwater city. And when I started thinking of an underwater city, I thought of the city of Atlantis. And I'm not sure if it's the same one, but there's also like the city of gold. And so there's this idea that the city contains treasure and jewelry and money and crowns and scepters and all those kind of things. And so that are why the divers are interested in this city. Okay, it is where things are happening, but also it is where the treasure is. And so when we put the words together, divers city, it is about jumping in, getting involved, stepping towards, getting your feet wet, not just dipping your toe in the water. You have to get right into the water. And it is about going to the place where things are happening. So if you are not doing a divers city, then that means that you are standing on the side of the pool or the beach or whatever. And the thing about not doing the diversity is that it can be pretty comfortable. It can feel pretty safe. You are standing around in your Homo Jonas Brothers groups or where everybody are white or everybody are black or whatever it is. And it can feel easy sometimes because people are like you. They do things the same way. They speak the same language. But you are missing out on the city of gold and jewels and excitement and things happening that are happening under the water. And so if you truly want to be able to reach for diversity, you have to dive into the water. There's that commitment. There's a sense of risk, of danger. And that's why it's a dangerous thing you can least expect, because it is not the safe version of just staying with the people you know. But once you dive into the water, there could be a shark there or a dolphin or some of the other rugby teams. But you could snag your breathing equipment on a rock, and you could even die from drowning or something like that. You could be eaten by a perlemoon. I don't know if that's possible. You could be stung by a jellyfish underwater, and then people can't pee on you because you're under the water, and so the pee won't get to you. And so that could be bad. And so there are many dangerful things that can happen when you are in the water. And so there are a risk attached if you are seeking after diversity. But if you are seeking after it, you end up in a place where things happen. You meet people that are different to you. You learn things from other people's cultures and backgrounds, and you find a true treasure that can exist when you have located the diversity. So diversity is a great thing, but there is a risk, and that is why it are a dangerous thing you can least expect.